food anymore. Like, I'm buying normal people food, and somehow it still feels like I'm being financially irresponsible.
There's
Issues facing Australians right now.
Australia's actually
Rising
let me show
food
you.
prices,
Australia
growing debate over
So as people like to complain all the fucking time, it's just might be a British thing, but it could be just an international thing. One thing that they do complain about is money. And just like this in my hand, a Starbucks Venti Plenty size is I think around about $10, maybe more, maybe a tiny bit less. But it's around about that $10 mark. So then it has me thinking, in the UK, as I'm a British fuck, I will usually spend around about £10 or just less than £10, or maybe just a bit, around about the £10 mark for my daily intake of food. £10 British money is about $20 Australian money. So I'm thinking, everyone's complaining in Australia about food being so expensive, which I don't think is the case. But I'm going to see if I can actually do a $10 daily budget for a guy that's trying to get fat as fuck. So let's see if we can do a $10 a day bulk, see how hard it is. So again, that is about $10. So I need to consume food, about 3,000 calories for the same price as a Starbucks cup. Let's go. To the first meal of the day, we have got 6 eggs, which is pretty bland on their own. Oh, that's gonna be a challenge. I'm gonna cough this much with these macros. I'm not a fan of eggs. They have to be with butter or with bread or something. Right, this is the other part of the breakfast. Oats. Tried to make porridge. As you can tell, I didn't go very well. Oh, that's thick. These cost this much, and these are the macros. So far, a fantastic brekkie. Cheers. Just finished the cereal, the oats. I'm not gonna lie to you, the eggs, diabolical. But you should always eat a minimum of 4 eggs a day, just for the nutrients. I usually have eggs with like sourdough, with a little bit of butter, just so I don't really like taste the eggs as much. But obviously, we're doing this under budget. And I think breakfast does not need any little extras, because you're just going to eat it and it's done. Whereas dinner and lunch, that's kind of when you want to enjoy your food, or I do anyway, a little bit more. However, this so surprised me. It looked like shit, tasted 5 out of 10, it's just bland. However, usually after breakfast, I can eat and eat and eat. Like my normal diet would be 400 grams of Greek yogurt, 4 eggs, and then 2 pieces of sourdough toast. And that would fill me up, but I could still eat more. However, for the first time in a long time, 100 grams of oats, oh, that was close, has filled me up splendidly. I might actually add it into my normal routine. I actually really enjoyed that. So far, a success. Alright, next meal of the day is not as disappointing as the first monstrosity, but this originally was going to be dinner, but it's now lunch, because I've got to defrost some chicken. We have the Paws burger. It's not actually called Paws burger, I just burnt it on a toaster, but that's why it's got a pause button on there. Anyway, enough of the boring shit. It's basically, let me see it, burger. So bun, the reason why I chose a bun is because it's high calories. The bun itself is like 300 calories and it's super cheap. I can't remember how much it was off the top of my head. But beef, you can get high fat beef, which are helping the calories. And you get some cheap cheese. Again, it's just calories. It's just easy to do it. And then just like a little smidge of sauce. And then when you go to a holiday park, it's dribbled. Then when you go to a holiday park, and it's just like cheapest holiday park ever. And they're like, we do burgers and barbecues. This is the burger. You pay £2.50 and someone's just whipped this out their back garden. That's the burger. It's just a burger. Now we have the sweet potato. Again, super easy, super cheap. However, I need to hurry up. So, even though they are technically lean, it's just a healthy way and a cheap way to take your macros in for the carbs. That is shook there. I think it's like 250 grams of sweet potato. My mouth is hurting today. I'm not feeling very well. That's why I'm eating a bit like a fucking gimp. So I think I may have fucked up here. As you know, I've had to swap out the dinner, which was the burger, for the lunch because I didn't defrost the chicken. I just fucked up. I've cooked the pastas ready and I haven't cooked the chicken. I'll be back in 10 minutes with the chicken cooked to resume this bit of the video. I haven't cooked the fucking chicken. I don't think I've even defrosted the fucking chicken. I don't know. Oh shit. We are back. So, this is the final meal of the... Is this even going to fit? We have got some veggies for the nutrients. This isn't going to fit. Fuck. Luckily, I've got my bulking plate. I actually use this on my cut. This is not going very well. Oh my gosh. Is this even legal? Is it... Can I... The fuck? Wow. After that fucking little bit of fuckery, this is the next meal. Chicken, 200 grams. Pasta, 300 grams. Mixed veg, 150 grams. Here is the price. And also, we've got some Shanghai sauce to go with this. Why am I trying to eat this while standing up? It's okay. The sauce does help. It's just the chicken that's a bit dry. To be fair, I'm kind of gassed on eating the pasta. I haven't had pasta in a long time. Like this anyway. But I think we have done the budget under $10. Like for reference, like $10 is £5 or 6, 7, 8 USD dollars. So considering this, I've done this for like £5 fucking pounds. I think that's pretty good. Here are the macros. I'll pop them there. I think let's go add all this shit up. See if this is actually under $10. I think we have done it under $10. If you thought that was a lot, you're pissed. Let's do some maths. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, this is not good. Personally, I think that's actually pretty decent. So I reckon I could make it slightly cheaper if to actually get it under $10. If I planned this out fully and properly, I reckon I'd have a good shot of actually making it under $10, which I'm happy with. As long as it's not 10 British pounds I've gone over, I think there's nothing really to complain about, because no matter what wage you're on, this is literally gonna be like half an hour of your pay every single day. Half an hour, that's it. So I'm gonna take this as a, well, clearly obviously not a success. I clearly can't get it to $10, but if I really tried, I reckon it's possible. Maybe they're going to Aldi and shit. I reckon it's possible. But if you're looking to bulk under a cheap budget, I hope this helps. It's quite simple. I usually find it that cheaper food is usually high in calories. Not all the time, but usually it is. Because when you're like cutting, obviously you're looking for like lower calorie options, and most of the time they're like by some brand. Somehow like all the calories out and made them pretty decent. So I'd actually find the cut, if you're trying to enjoy the cut, harder to do under a budget. But for a bulk, it's like the fucking burger buns. The burger you saw, that burger bun is like 300 calories. That's insane. For the macros that we hit today was, the total is 3,341. So that is over my target of 3,000 to hit. Carbs, 448, decent. Fat is 86, so quite high, which is fine because we're on the bulk. So protein, so 181, but that's okay. Ideally, I probably want to literally 10 grams more protein, ideally, but because we've got like a decent amount of carbs there anyway, so it should be fine. Sodium, so the sodium is quite high, so I'm going to say I try to not consume sodium, but then sometimes obviously you have like cheeky little snack or the takeaway or a muffin that's naughty, or like some donuts, but you get what I mean. Sodium, I don't like touching sodium, only because you got your carbs and your potassium that obviously makes your muscles look big, but then you got the sodium and the salt that sits above your muscles. That's the stuff that helps hydrate you and shit, but it can make you look fluffy. I don't really like looking fluffy. But then when you're bulking, you do end up looking fluffy. But if you know what I mean, you'll know what I mean. Because I'm just going to ramble on about fucking sodium. So I reckon take this as you will. Been a bit of a rushed video, I would admit. Whilst making this video, once it started out, it kind of went tits up with other stuff going on. But for the next video, it's going to be an interesting one, and oh boy am I looking forward to it. If you know what that means, you should know what's coming. Thank you for this one, and I shall see you in the bizzle.